to go? Okay. Okay, from the top.
Take 2.
I don't always drink Terran Amasek, but when I do, it's at the right hand of the Emperor, wielding the full majesty of the Imperial forces and commanding a psychic arsenal such that even Magnus the Red would admit to wrongdoing. Terran Amasek. Stay loyal, my friend.
I am the best. I am the best swordsman. I am the best swordsman.
Welcome to a special spoiler episode of the Best Swordsman series. I have new neutrals for you. I've got Adeptus Mechanicum, Imperial Army, and Chaos. And where would we be today without them all? Where would we be today without the humble neutral collection? Without the simple act of seek and destroy, or friendly defense satellites? 1's for me and 4's for my enemy. Nothing would ever be the same. What makes the neutral collection always so fascinating is that it can affect everyone, it can affect anyone. And splicing in a few neutrals, or the right kind of neutrals, in the right sort of deck, can create marvelous results, just like this Terran Amasek. Let's take a look at what we have in store.
Well, this is a mechanical mouthful, the Kriden-class battle automata. Basically, a robot. And not just any kind of robot, a robot that destroys other robots, tanks, treads, you name it. Destroy an enemy vehicle for 4 energy. Not an ability that we find very commonly. The destroy keyword, make no mistake, is very powerful because it simply removes the troop in question. It doesn't really matter if you have shield, it doesn't matter how tough you are, it simply removes you completely. And it's a very powerful and kind of rare effect, especially on vehicles, so it's sort of cool that we have mass access now to vehicle removal. I think this card is going to be fairly strong if you can hide it behind a wall, or a frontliner rather, in the events especially, but I think that if you're a player who's coming up even as late as Mars, this is a card that can be useful in your arsenal because vehicles don't really have hard counters like this, and it's attached to its own vehicle body, so it's fairly defensive itself. Vehicles for Mechanicum and Psychers for Chaos. What could be more appropriate? Great Prophets is fairly straightforward. You'll reveal any one of your opponent's entire hand. This could include any Whispers, Reckoning, Secret Identity, basically unique cards. And as long as you're revealing a tactic, so this is unfortunately not going to count a Whispers or a Reckoning, but as long as you're revealing a tactic, you'll get a copy in your own hand. Now, it's no Jukebox Starsight, but for those of you missing Jukebox Starsight, this could potentially be a kind of very budget replacement with a little bit of body that goes with it. And if you're playing against a tactic heavy deck, your opponent can't afford to let something like this stay alive and copy something very important. If you copy your opponent's psychic power, you'll get a copy of a card called Forbidden Lore, which is just a card that costs 1 energy and lets you draw a card. If you're not capable of casting psychic powers yourself or generating psychic energy, you're not going to get penalized by revealing a random psychic power from your opponent's hand. But you may be penalized for using your psychic witchery to defy the will of the Emperor. Oh, and speaking of the will of the Emperor, the gold mine today. Edict of Censor. Return all tactics in both players' hands to their deck. Draw a card. Like music to my ears. Those 3 words can just make any card so valuable. Draw a card. It replaces itself. So basically, for no cost to your card advantage, you're emptying your opponent's hands of all their tactics, and yours too, granted. But do you know what this means? If you're staring down the barrel of a gun, if you're about to get hit by a Vengeful Spirit or Pride of the Emperor or Alpha Legion's got their harrowing coming down the pipe, nope, send it all away, all of them. The closest thing we currently have in the game to an ability like this is really Shield Generator, Lernia Hydra, Orbital Combat, cards that increase the costs of other tactics. But there's nothing quite like this that actually physically removes them from your opponent's hands, that just takes them out of the play space completely. Wizards, watch out.
The new neutrals will be available in the Prospero expansion crates just before the new event on Friday. And you'll also be able to get them from event crates that you'll win from this upcoming event. Exciting. There's only 30, so it won't be an incredible task to catch them all, but you should, because, like I've said, the beauty of neutrals is that everyone gets to use them, and some of them really can make or break certain warlords or even legions. So, happy hunting, my friends.
Well, that's another slash on my face. Thanks for tuning into the Best Swordsman series. Catch you on the ladder.
I have a monthly contest happening on the channel right now. It's called Solicited Deck Picks. Send me a pick of a themed deck using one of the original 4 Traitor Legions. That's Emperor's Children, Death Guard, Sons of Horus, or World Eaters. How could I forget the World Eaters? The theme is fairly open-ended this month. Just pick something from that legion and try and theme it to something in the universe or the story. Build the deck as thematically as you can with the collection that you have. I'm not going to be judging you based on how much of a powerhouse of a deck you've built. I'm kind of looking for a cool name and a flavorfully built deck. Certainly for the winner of the Epic, the 2 rares, I'm leaning towards giving these to newer players. So if your collection's weak, don't be shy. Don't be shy. This is a great way to improve it. You'll need to get onto Discord and send me a direct message with the photo of the deck and a screenshot of your user profile, which will be in the top left corner of the game app. And now you know how to find it. And now you know how to find me. Happy hunting, Legionaries. For the Emperor.